Hello. I've decided to start adding a little bit more on this on the YouTube site, a little bit more autoimmune Hashimoto's, but also to integrate it with the work that I do as a shamanic practitioner. And one of the things that I've seen more, I've done a lot of interviews recently on people with Hashimoto's, and then some that they're not even sure of, so it's probably subclinical Hashimoto's. My background is I'm functional medicine. I was a chiropractic physician for now still 35 years. But most of my practice was functional medicine, and most of that was the endocrine system and was treating patients with botanical, nutritional, that sort of thing, and some counseling. So I'm also certified as a counselor as well. So the one thing I finally added was this ancient healing approach of doing journeys and getting very deep so that I see visions as well. And one of the things that I see as this common denominator is this anxiety and depression and so many fears. And with these fears come anxiety. So I have just decided a lot of my focus is going to be on that. Now, there's hair loss, and believe you me, I have that myself. So I have Hashimoto's, and I treat patients with Hashimoto's, and I counsel clients through the journey of the shaman and also regular mental health counseling. But I'm not going to focus on hair loss, even though stress is a part of that and will increase the reasoning why thyroid patients lose hair. The anxiety, though, is from either deeper sources, the trauma, whether it's childhood trauma that's still within the system, whether it's gut trauma, and that means a lot of gut disturbances. And with that is, we want to look further into that. Is there a cause of, because there's serotonin in the gut. We don't talk about that. We just talk about serotonin in the brain when we talk about depression. And so, but they're in the gut, these same neurotransmitters that control our emotions and the anxiety that comes with it, they're also in the gut as well. And so I want to start doing here on YouTube, and I'll talk about the functional medicine part. As a matter of fact, it's a huge part of it. And I'm not going to negate everything I do. So I want to hone in on you. I want to hone in on your anxiety and depression. And with that will come some information about gut health, and, kind of how the autoimmune system works in general. But I also want to focus in on that really deep level of how the shamans look at physical illness and disease. And with that, we journey. Now, some shamans use ayahuasca and different kinds of plant medicine to get to this place, to get you even to this place. My training has been strictly from that inner place within us that sees, sort of like I produce my own DMT in my brain and in my journeys. And what I do to get there is to drum. And so I'm going to do that. And we're going to just see what comes up today. So I'm going to grab my drum, and I don't see my, this just shows you I wasn't prepared, but I'm on a whim right now. And so, but I do see my drum head, my mallet. And so I'm just going to drum, and we're going to see, we're going to look into you. Somebody just texted me going, okay, I cannot control my anxiety. And so for this moment, I'm going to think about her, but I know that there are so many people with Hashimoto's that have anxieties. You know, that thyroid just will bump up the stress system, the sympathetic nervous system, and so anxiety is so much a part of thyroid issues. So here's what I'm seeing first, and I am including myself. We are victims. And don't say to me, oh no, I'm not. I'm not. I won't go there. I won't go to that place of thinking I'm a victim. But oftentimes when I treat this and when I feel it, I feel like a victim. And people with Hashimoto's, women, you know, I'm speaking to mostly women because the largest percentage of these autoimmune thyroid conditions are women. We already have, you know, estrogen that sort of puts us in an emotional place. But I'm telling you, I can't go past that experience of the victim. And what I see are these people who are chronically ill and have these chronic symptoms over and over, and these gut symptoms that are a part of this anxiety and depression. And what comes first, the chicken or the egg? I'm telling you, we can deny it all we want, that experience of the victim. And if you don't experience the victimhood, you don't have to listen to this. But many times there are those that just want to cry, you know, the edge of tears, that little pool at the bottom of the eyes. So much of this is generational and ancestral. There are spirits. Spirits that sometimes try to control us. You might call it the ego if you studied A Course in Miracles. But in ancient healing, we see it as spirits, unwanted, not called for, but they persist and exist. And so I ask for all of us to take a deep breath. And I want you to just focus in on your breath. Know that your breath is God. Know that your breath is bigger than these unwanted spirits. And you can even say it's the enemy, but I don't like to put it like that. Because the enemy you have to battle with. And spirits you really can dismiss. It's almost an understanding of the spirits. They can be brutal. And our only job is simply to breathe in God and know that brutality doesn't overcome brutality. But understanding and seeing deeper. Know that some of these spirits originally came from a good place. And traumas throughout eons of time has brought these spirits around. They love to reside in the gut, by the way. It's dark and damp. It's a perfect place for unwanted spirits. It's a perfect place for these type of almost parasites. Worms. Beings that just don't belong. But they're in the brain. And they're around us and they travel, and well, we just want them gone. We want our thyroid to be healthy again. We want to do whatever it takes. Nutritionally, what we eat, how we eat, what foods we ingest, what supplements that need to be there to help us get through this. And sometimes medicine. Gentle drumming every day will start to sort of unlock these spirits that don't belong. And so for right now, I just want you to breathe. We're not going to be extracting spirits right now. We're not going to be going any deeper. I just wanted you to experience first the sound of gentle drumming. And always be honest with yourself. What you're experiencing, it's real. And we will continue on with this same unwanted spirit. But I want you to just soak this idea in that this is a part of your healing. You cannot just shoo it away or think positive thoughts. That's negating, that's denying, and that doesn't help. God is not in a place of denial. God as you see him, but God is not in a place of denial. So take a deep breath. I'm going to open up my eyes. I believe my gentleman who's fixing my air conditioning is here. And so I'll come back and we'll pick up in the next video where we left off. I have to get deep again, but otherwise we'll pick up where I left off. So take a deep breath, bring yourself back to the room, and be in the present moment. Be with you, be with your feelings.